Hi everybody, I'm Chris Hilburn-Trenkle, sports editor for the Daily Tar Heel, and welcome to 30 Seconds or Less. This is our first episode, and what we're going to do is break down men's basketball games of the week. We're giving you 5 games with recaps for each, predictions, and that includes scores. We're going to start off with number 1 Kansas against number 10 Michigan State in the first part of the State Farm Champions Classic. We've got Aduka, as of week 8, leading it for Kansas. He's a 7-foot-tall center. He averaged 13 and 7 last year to go along with LeGerald Vick. And Quentin Grimes, the number 8 recruit in the class, who's quite a shooter, against that Spartan front court that is depleted. They're missing Jaren Jackson Jr. and Miles Bridges from last year's team. I'm picking Kansas 72-65. Our second game, we've got Kentucky versus Duke. It's the number 2 team versus the number 4 team in the country. So Kentucky returns P.J. Washington, and they got a big help from Reed Travis, who averaged over 19 a game last year for Stanford. Now he's with the Wildcats. They bring experience and plenty of potential. We got the number 2 recruit in the class versus the number 1 recruiting class in the nation, but I'm picking Kentucky 79-75 over the Blue Devils. So our third game of the week, we've got Wofford against UNC on Tuesday night. Everybody remembers the last year's showdown when Wofford took it at the Smith Center. Well, I talked to Kenny Williams at ACC Media Day. He said UNC wants to win not just by a little bit, but by a lot. I expect the Tar Heels to win big here, 85-64, and I'm going to pick 4 people to go in double figures in that game. All right, we've got our 4th game of the week, Florida taking on in-state rival number 17 Florida State. The Seminoles are a really good team, and they could shape up to, provide some intrigue in this ACC race. But this year they're returning Phil Kofer and Terrence Mann. They're 2 leading scorers, both averaged over 12 a game last year. I expect them to come out of the gate hot and get this win over Florida. I'm picking Florida State 70-61 over the Gators. And then our last game of the week, we've got UNC taking on Elon. It's a Friday night game at Elon. I expect the Tar Heels to come in here hot and start the week 2-0, get that 94-62 victory. And I also expect a big game from Nazir Little. He's a top 5 recruit in the country. All right, everyone, and that is it for 30 Seconds or Less. This was our first episode of the week. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope to see you next week. I'm your host, Chris Hilburn-Trenkle.